Springboard Landings, working to provide high-functioning adults with mild developmental disabilities the support they need to live independently when no support systems are available.
If we don't have Springboard Landings, then I would have a hard time learning how to be independent on my own without my parents. I have lived with my parents for 39 years, almost 40. I will be 40 soon.
Now with my disability, I have one, but you cannot see it. So you would really think that I don't have a disability. But the truth of the matter is, I have one. Believe me.
My disability personally, there really isn't anything for me. There's there's help for like the other people too, but not necessarily help for me. So,
We can't die knowing or not knowing what's going to happen to our daughter after we're gone.
Well, my greatest fear would be that my daughter would not be happy the rest of her life, that she would be, even though she might be in a family, a sibling's family, I fear that she would be forgotten, would be put on the back shelf.
As their parents age and get older and stuff like that, their parents recognize that they may not always have the support and the community and the family needed when they're gone.
And I see that in their faces, and I see it's almost like a desperation that they want so badly for their child to be taken care of and to know that that's going to happen. And that's what Springboard Landings is going to provide.
Tennesseans with higher functioning developmental disabilities are our neighbors, our friends, relatives, and acquaintances. They are overlooked and neglected by our state system of programs and services. No home, no community-based service options exist for this population, and there is no funding. These are the adults Springboard Landings will serve. With your help, we will create a community within a community, offering them a surrogate family where they can live independently with assistance as needed in a safe and secure environment.
There's close to 40,000 people just in Tennessee. So it's a huge population that is not being seen. And you see the people at the grocery store and you see the people at the salons. I see them too. But it's almost like they were invisible until I became involved with Springboard Landings.
Now what happens to these individuals if this kind of facility is not built is they become a burden to the state. And that's when they get mainstreamed and thrown into either an assisted living facility, which is for the aged, or for the severely disabled. In both of those situations, the environment is not geared for this type of individual, so they'll deteriorate.
There is not adequate money either provided by the state government or the federal government for people with disabilities to live a free and somewhat independent life.
Springboard Landings' goal is to construct 6 apartment buildings, each providing 8 individual apartments for residents, with 1 apartment and office for a house manager. This layout and arrangement gives the individual privacy, yet prevents isolation, affording a surrogate family environment, a community within a community.
My family is very spread apart. It would separate me from my friends. I would either have to move to Virginia or to Texas, and I wouldn't be able to work here anymore at the edge of Brentwood Salon or at the Epilepsy Foundation of Middle Tennessee.
We don't have housing for people like this, to where we can have support and still be on our own, still have our private time. We right now there are two extremes. There's either you have to be severely affected, maybe you have mental illness, maybe you have a physical disability, and then we have plenty of programs for those people. Or you're a perfectly functioning adult, you're out on your own, and there needs to be something that bridges that gap. And Springboard Landings is a concept that will bridge that gap.
The key to a home like Springboard Landings is the fact that you'll be living with friends, with people you know, with people you can trust. You will have a minimum but very, very necessary help from the managers of the homes. And so you can live a very happy, independent, productive life.
Well, in my own way, it's important so I can kind of flourish.
At Springboard Landings, it'll give me the independence I want, support, and they can give me all the help that I need.
Because there's a lot of people out there like me that need a lot of help too.
It would change a life. I guess sometimes I think, do you have to have somebody in your family like this to feel led to give? And I just think we're all in this together, And I just think it would be a beautiful place to keep people productive in the world. And a loving thing to do.
It's going to take some time, it's going to take funds, but we think it's there. We think it's there if people just know about us and understand the need. People are good and they want to do good, so we just want them to know we're here.
Through your generosity, we will create this urgently needed model residence for our community's developmentally challenged adults. Your contributions will afford day-to-day assistance, transportation as needed, stimulating programs, camaraderie, and most importantly, hope and a future.
Get on board with this, and thank you for your support. It really is needed.
I would thank them from the bottom of my heart and everyone else's heart that is going to be benefiting from it.
Just thank you. It means a lot.
Call, write, or email us to find out how you can help.